Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm outside checking on my plants. April the 20th came and I was so excited because I had already started mulching over the area and I had an idea of some of the plants that I wanted to add in the ground. April the 20th, I consider my frost-free date, zone 7, but we had a winter weather advisory for 2 days and we were supposed to get freezing temperatures below 28. So I'm out this morning checking on some of my tender crops. I've covered some with pots. This is a container of collards. They're a cool weather crop, so they're fine. But this is my, let's see, yeah, it's looking okay. I covered this. This is squash, and I have it back by my, one of my composters because I like to add fresh compost every so often so I get a nice harvest. So my squash is doing okay, and so is my collards. They're starting to leaf out. By the way, the collards was one of the plants that I winter sowed in the water jugs. So I took them out of the water jugs and I divided them into, I think I got 4 sections over there, and I probably can actually divide them even more, but we'll see. So this is my tumbler. This is one of my composters. I usually use this tumbler if I'm going to add fresh kitchen scraps, orange peelings, eggshell, salad, whatever, because I know that the visitors can't get into, especially the squirrel, get into my composter. The other two, which have lids on them, I usually just use them for grass clippings. And so yeah, I'm happy to see that those plants survived the winter frost. Let's go over. I have mulched a couple of areas, so I saved my mulch bags for my cleanup. Here is, sorry about the shadow, my strawberry. Strawberries are looking kind of strong. I got some flowers. I did add some straw to them, so they're okay. In my greenhouse, I put everything. Sorry again about the shadows first thing this morning, but this is my gladiolas, the tomatoes. I'm going to take my gladiola plant with me and walk over this way. Grass has to be cut. My gladiolas will go back into its container. And this is what I usually do. This way I can interchange my pots. Later on, I'll take the gladiolas out after they bloom. Just set that down inside. And after they bloom, I'll take and place another container of, I think I have the topiaries that I'm gonna put in here with lights. And then come the fall of the year, I'll do the same thing. Take the topiaries out and add the mums, the hardy mums. So that's how I do that for the patio area. So let's go get another plant out. This is my chair that I painted. I usually have, sorry about the shadow again, the petunias. Let me see if I can lift it up and get it into its container. and they're just about ready to bloom. So if we don't have another frost date, hopefully. I don't see my, okay, the lavender is doing well, lilacs, everything looks good. I don't see my ladybugs though. I don't think the weather fared nicely for my ladybugs, but hopefully they'll surface again. We had whipping winds, as I think we actually got down to 28 degrees. It's still a little windy. And let's get this gladiola inside its pot, and it's doing great. It's a little windy, but I think they'll survive. I did not cover my hostas, but they look okay. I still have to change out the plates. Yeah, the plates are from another arrangement I had last year, but I'm Pier 1. I usually go into Pier 1. Okay, I'm ranting. Anyway, I usually go into Pier 1 and get some clearance plates to go underneath my planters. Can't do that this year because Pier 1 closed. I did not cover these petunias, but they look okay. I have a bag of a mulch bag over this container. Let's get, and that's because it had mulch in it. I'll just water that, and it's looking very, very well. My crops over here, I did not give them any protection. Oh look, potatoes. There's I don't know if you can see that, but there's a bud from the potatoes. I'll cover that up so the potatoes can continue to grow. The kale looks to be okay. It'll pop back up once yeah, they're tender, but they'll survive. Once the sun comes up, they'll survive. Actually, look, there's my Bobo hydrangea. I didn't think it was going to survive, but it is. So there's the other, and actually I just bought more of my plant here, and I'll talk about that later. The kale is doing well. The hostas are actually coming up, as you can see. And I have 2 plants that I actually cover with bubble wrap. I'll open them up. These are, oh look, I didn't think my peas had survived, but I do see them coming up. So the garden is looking good. They're looking very well. I have to unwrap. I have bubble wrap on 2 of my plants, and I'll look at them later. But my project today is over here. These are my daylilies. Actually, they're daisies. They're daisies, but they're getting so big, I'm going to have to remove a few to give more room to my azalea bush on my right and my azalea bush on the left. So that's my goal for today. It's a little cold. I'm going to go back inside and have another cup of coffee, but I'm going to have to move a few of my, pull up a few of my daisies and place them somewhere else because they're crowding out my azalea bushes. There's a lot of planning to be done. And yeah, I think I'm gonna stop my video here because it's a little cold. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope that you were able to cover up your seedlings during the frost.